This is the place they say people come from far, far, far away to find their dreams, chasing down these meteors and comets called dreams in the sky of life.
Yo, what's Gucci, everybody? It's your boy ssjk-dots, the first black super saiyan to arrive on this planet, and I'm back here with another video. I got the Venom spoiler free and spoiler review for you guys right here right now. I need you guys to hear me well, listen, pay attention, because I'm going to demolish the fuck out of this movie. We're gonna do spoiler free first, and we're gonna do spoiler review. Someone on I wasn't gonna do this because I already did a stream about it, but the stream was, you know, we kind of got off topic and started talking about the more important things than this movie. You know, it has to do with the MCU and the multiverse. We're gonna do spoiler free first, and then we're gonna get into spoilers. So I'm gonna put up a timestamp letting you guys know when I'm into the spoiler section, but right now it is spoiler free. I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. This movie is close to being an F. It's not an F, but it's close. This movie is not good. If you like the first movie, you'll love this movie. If you didn't like the first movie, you will not like this movie. This movie is still more the same exact thing. Only difference is it's more colorful. Visually, it looks better. Cinematography was a whole lot better, and the CGI, the quality of CGI was better because the lighting changed. So you can see Venom better. You can see Carnage better. They look good. I'm not taking that away from them, but it's still more the same. It's the same complicated tone that is not sure if it wants to be a comedy or if it wants to be a serious movie. This one was more of a comedy to me. Like, it was a comedy. This shit was literally funny. Like, it wasn't funny like ha 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 laugh out loud funny, but it was funny. You know, it was like, oh, it's a comedy. It's gonna be funny, all right. Yeah, I guess it finally decided what it wanted to be. But you guys, this movie does a whole lot of just doing stuff, and it doesn't explain it. I'm gonna give an example. There's literally a scene in this movie where a character hacks into the internet. Listen. A character stuck itself inside of a computer and hacked the internet using its goo.
Impossible.
Y'all can guess which symbiote it is, but I swear there's a scene in this movie where a character takes his goo tentacles, hack inside of a computer to find something. I'm like, I know you can do stuff, but you got Wi-Fi too, my nigga? What's going on, bro? It's weird. There's a whole lot of doing stuff in this movie, and shit just happens and doesn't explain. This movie's lazy, and the motivations in this movie is just as bad as the first film. Oh my gosh, it's bad. So I'm gonna give an example. Let's go back to the first movie. Venom's motivation to save the world was because he said,
"Cut the bullshit. What really made you change your mind?"
Pussy Eddie. What's up, nigga?
What really made you change your mind?
You?
Eddie's character. This Eddie Brock is trash. He is such a loser that it's like, dang, bro, you suck. In this movie, he sucks again. Venom was the best part about this movie. Venom, he's the best part about this movie, right? Eddie fucking sucked. So Eddie sucks at his job. Venom literally was doing Eddie's job from this movie. I'm like, bro, you've been doing this for the longest, and this symbiote just comes in and he's doing your job better than you. Like, damn. I was like, fuck, you trash. You've been a reporter investigating stuff a lot longer, and now Venom shows up, and I'm like, oh gosh, you suck. And Eddie in this movie is such an idiot. Just like in the first movie, he's an idiot. Why? And this is why this plot why this shit is able to happen, because Eddie's such an idiot. Literally in the first movie, and the same thing happens here. Eddie, all the problems that is caused because Eddie's a freaking idiot. An impulsive idiot that doesn't think about other people when he does his idiot stuff. He hacked into his girlfriend's stuff in the first movie lost her job because he's an idiot, and then he tries to his boss tells him to do not expose this guy, just do your job and get this information we need. And then Eddie's gonna try and get some information, go to the evil scientist's business and expect him to confess. Why would the evil scientist confess to you publicly, you idiot? Eddie's so stupid, bro. And in this movie, he is stupid. He's literally an idiot. I don't even know how he can function. He is stupid in this movie. He's an idiot. When you watch the movie, you watch the first Venom movie, you put it all together, Eddie is one big fucking idiot. He's retarded. He's dumb. He makes special needs kids look intelligent. And there's actually some special needs kids that is way more intelligent than Eddie in this movie. He's a stupid idiot character. Venom even calls him an idiot. He's an idiot. I don't feel bad for the guy. I'm like, this is what you get. This is what you deserve. You're an idiot. You suck. You're trash. Freak you. So Eddie, as a character, not likable. Because he does so much idiotic, dumb stuff. And in this movie, right, I understand what's going on, but like, and there's a lot of things in this movie I can accept and deal with. That's the thing with this movie. There's a lot of things I can accept and a lot of things I can deal with. But a lot of stuff that was happening, like, you know, Shriek in this movie, I'm okay with her having her powers, right? I'm okay with her having her powers. They showed her powers in the trailer. My whole thing is, you know, like, the way the plot advances with their decisions, I'm just like, okay. This is the thing about this movie. A lot of stuff happens, but it's not explained. I understand the movie's an hour and 30 minutes. You know, you can't explain everything. But a lot of characters is advancing the plot by doing certain things, and it doesn't get explained at all ever. It just happens. And I'm like, can you at least elaborate on certain stuff? I'm not saying you need to give me a full 20-minute exposition of it, but explain this shit. You just do stuff and you do it. Like, if you come in for a good story, don't expect that. I will tell you what to come to this movie for. The post-credit, no, just watch the post-credit scene on YouTube. Watch the post-credit scene on YouTube and you're good. And you can find the final fight on YouTube. And honestly, wait until this movie is in certain places where you can just watch it and you ain't gotta even leave your house. I'll be honest with you, this movie is not worth your money, it's not worth your time. Because the only highlight of this movie is the post-credit scene. I swear I've seen people talking about, you know, the best part of this movie is the post-credit scene. If anyone tells you the best part of this movie is the post-credit scene, that means this is not a good movie. If the best part of the movie is the end, after the credits, this is not a good movie. There's a lot of people that's going to tell you that the best part of this movie is the post-credit scene, because I'm even seeing it on Instagram and Twitter and stuff. Not saying everyone's saying it, but there's people saying it. I see too many people saying it. If people are saying the best part of this movie is the post-credit scene, this is not a good movie. If you're telling me the post-credit scene of a movie is the best part of a movie, that means the rest of it prior to that was just some mediocrity. It's below mediocre if you're literally saying the post-credit scene after the credits is the best part. That's like me walk into Infinity War and I'll tell y'all the post-credit scene of Infinity War with Captain Marvel was the best part of the movie. That means the rest of the movie was clearly not good, because I thought the post-credit scene at the end of the movie was the best part. And it's not even really part of the movie because it's after the credits. So be careful with certain people. Watch the movie on your own. Just because I say do not watch it for certain reasons, you know, doesn't mean you shouldn't watch it. Watch it on your own. But I'm telling you this story is not good. The pacing of this movie, I'll be honest with you, you should have, you know, gave it a little 30 more minutes. I think this movie, they should have made it 2 hours total. You know, because you could have explained some of this bullshit that was going on. A lot of stuff happens and it's not explained. The story is not good. The action sequences. Up until the final fight, the action sequences is, you know, good. I mean, it really, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not that much action anyways. And I'm also be honest, it's not that much Venom in the movie. And let me make this clear. It's not that much of Venom when he's Venom and he takes over Eddie's body. There's Venom in the movie when he pops out and he's talking in Eddie's head, or he pops out as a little symbiote and he's next to Eddie. But as far as Venom in this movie, there's barely any Venom in this movie. It's not enough for me to be all like, yeah, Venom. No. I mean, let's be real. He only shows up in like 3 scenes, probably as actual Venom. 3 scenes total as actual Venom. So Venom is not in this movie that much as Venom, the full body, not the little head, the full body. So let me make that clear. I want you guys to understand that, because people be getting stuff confused. And you know, to be fair, the good parts of this movie, Carnage was great. He was tight. I loved Carnage in this movie. He was a beast. But there's a problem with Carnage. His motivations suck. Their motivations aren't good. You know, when you get to his motivations of why he is the way he is, it's like, yeah, you can say, oh, but he's crazy. Alright, still need an explanation. You know, why you doing what you're doing? I mean, we know Cletus Cassidy is crazy in this movie, but I know why Cletus Cassidy is doing what he's doing. It's obvious. There's an obvious reason of why he's doing what he's doing. Yeah, he's crazy. Cletus Cassidy's motivations is better than Carnage's motivations in this movie. And let's not confuse it. People will confuse it. Cletus Cassidy and Carnage is 2 different characters. Don't think Cletus Cassidy is Carnage. They're 2 separate characters, but they share the same body. I want y'all to make that clear, because people like to confuse things. You know, when I say Venom, people like to confuse that with Eddie, and they're 2 different people. You know, when I talk about Venom and Eddie, I'll make it clear it's Venom and Eddie. You know, there's two different personalities, but they share the same body. That's what it is. But Carnage was tight. You know, his voice, I liked his voice. He was going crazy. He was doing some crazy shit. The action sequence with him in the prison. Oh my gosh, it was fire, bruh. But it was better than that last trash fight scene. The problem with the last fight scene in this movie, and I can't believe I really spent more than $15 for that last garbage fight scene, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all this much now. There's better adaptations of Venom that ain't no punk. Spectacular Spider-Man Venom. 90s Venom from the animated show. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. Spider-Man 3 Venom. This Venom in this Venom movie is a punk bitch. This nigga whack. Bro, Venom was scared of Carnage in this movie. And this is the shit that blows my motherfucking mind. Riot was doing most of the same shit Carnage was doing in this movie. Making weapons, creating axes, and all this stuff.
30 seconds. Venom, get in the rocket. No, we won't let you destroy this world.
Creating little spikes from the ground with his symbiote powers. A lot of this crazy stuff Carnage was doing. And I'm over here like, wait a minute. Well, you wasn't scared of Riot, but you scared of Carnage because he red? Nigga, you trash. He was scared of Carnage because he's red. That's his reason in this movie. He doesn't explain the other reason why he's scared of Carnage. That's not even a spoiler. That shit in the trailer, bro. He's scared of Carnage because he's red. Venom is a punk bitch pussy. And in this movie, bro, at the end of the fight scene, Venom is trash. He's getting beat up. He's getting a dog shit whooped out of him because Carnage is such a badass. He's fucking this dude up. I'm like, Venom, you is trash, bro. There's a part in this movie where Venom was literally he couldn't lift up rubble. I was like, nigga, you stronger than Spider-Man. You struggling to lift up rubble. You trash. Bro, there's a scene in this movie where he's struggling to lift up rubble. I'm sorry for the slight spoiler, but he's struggling to lift up rubble. And I'm like, bro, this Venom is trash. He's trash. Spectacular Spider-Man Venom. 90s Venom. And even Spider-Man 3 Venom make this Venom look like a whole chunk. He's whack. Like this. And if this is the Venom that's gonna fight Spider-Man, bro, oh my gosh, this fight, it ain't even a fight, bro. With all that Stark Tech Tom Holland Spider-Man got, he's literally gonna kill him with he's gonna play a real, he just gotta play some, get a boombox, and Venom dead. Get a JBL speaker, play it real loud, Venom's done. Venom is trash, bro. He's trash. He's gonna get beat up hella easily. by Tom Holland Spider-Man, especially with all that tech. If he comes to the MCU, which, you know, I'm not gonna say what's up, but if he comes to the MCU, well, he getting the beats. Tom Holland Spider-Man will body this Venom. This Venom is not a good Venom. There's better Venoms. And let me make this clear, because y'all need to understand, because y'all gonna take my words, try to twist it. This Venom is the equivalent of Henry Cavill's Superman and Ben Affleck's Batman. You look like the character, but you don't act like the character. Now look, I'm not saying in the comics, you know, Carnage, Venom has, you know, I'm not saying he's stronger than Carnage. But he'll fight Carnage. He ain't no chump. He ain't scared of him. He'll fight him. He may be stronger, but he'll fight him. He won't back down. Right? And I'm looking at this, right? And I'm just like, if this Venom is going to keep backing down from fights like this, then I'm not going to take him serious. Like, I'm like, bro, if you're going to back down from Carnage, but you fought Riot, and you wasn't scared to fight Riot, and Riot was far superior as a symbiote to Venom.
And take this guy, right?
He has got shit you have never seen.
What does that mean? What are our chances?
Pretty much 0.
So let's make that clear. And, you know, Venom, bro, he's sauce. He's trash. He's weak. He can get beat up easily. I don't care about him. This Venom is a punk. And just because you look like Venom, don't make you Venom. Spider-Man 3 Venom wasn't even afraid to go. You know, it was a little moment, but he proved that he was not afraid to even go against Sandman.
End of the line, Spider-Man.
And Sandman is far more powerful than Carnage. He can do a whole lot more damage with his sand than Carnage can do with his tendrils and stuff. You know, Sandman is a very powerful individual. Super powerful. And Venom wasn't even scared of him. The Spider-Man 3 Venom. Sure, Spider-Man 3 Venom is small, but at least he acts more like Venom than this Venom. That's my thing. Like, yeah, Eddie and Venom's dynamic is cool, but like, use a chump, bro. How am I supposed to be like, yeah, this Venom's badass, and he's a punk. He weak, bro. Venom sauce. And there's a lot of characters in this movie that I don't care about. When I get to the spoiler section, basically in this video, it's pretty much, I'm gonna let you guys know. And she's back. I mean, she for the streets, I guess. I'm talking about seeing this movie where she does some weird shit. Oh, if you're part of the LGBTQ community, you're gonna get some representation. You're gonna get some representation, you guys. You're gonna get some representation. A lot of people missed it. I didn't miss it, but we're gonna talk about it. Then I get a spoiler section. What other things can I tell you guys that I liked? What else did I like? Yeah, that's about it. The visuals, Carnage, and Venom was funny. And that's it. Yeah, that's all I like.
Bye, have a beautiful time.
Let's spoil this shit. We're in the spoiler section. This is the point of no return. So at this moment, take your leave. But if you want to stay, stay. I'm about to spoil this movie for y'all. Alright. This movie garbage. This is a bullshit romance fucking movie, bruh. So there's 3 romances going on in this movie, bro. Venom and Eddie, Carnage and Cletus Cassidy, and Dan and Ann, but Dan and Ann is barely in the movie. But it's 2 major romances going on in this movie. So Eddie and Venom is trying to, like, you know, they're basically living like a couple, bro. You can say they're bros or they're friends, but they're literally, when I get to the LGBTQ scene, that's pretty much points it out that they are a couple. And if it doesn't make it more obvious that they kissed in the first movie, this is gonna make it even more obvious. There's a scene in this movie where Venom goes to a LGBTQ club, you know, a gay club and stuff, and it doesn't tell you, but I was able to tell it was. Venom literally walked into this club and saw a woman, and this woman was trying to get at Venom, and Venom's like, "Ugh, you ain't my type." Ugh. He was like, "I don't mess with no women, bro. Get that shit out of here." Fuck. But mind you, it wasn't in the sense that it was him trying to attach to her, because he attached to women before. He attached to Anne. He attached to another girl in this movie. But I think that was like alluding to something else. That wasn't alluding to the fact that he wouldn't jump on her and bond with her for a little bit to walk around. I think they was alluding to, like, you know, he don't like women and stuff. But hear me out. There's a scene in this movie where Venom gets the mic, the scene where he's at the rave, and Venom is literally like, you know, Eddie was holding me back, my potential, but now I am free. I'm out of Eddie's closet, and I am free to embrace myself and be me. Eddie was afraid to embrace us, but I'm not. Basically, he was it was basically a coming out moment. And everybody in the club like, "You're my hero, yay!" I was like, bruh, this shit is... I'm okay with it, because this shit was tight, because that's basically Eddie and Venom relationship, bro. You know, they a couple. They a couple. Ain't nothing wrong with it. They are a couple. That's what you call it. Dude, Venom hates Spider-Man in the comic because Spider-Man turned him down. Venom is that crazy ex that wants to kill you because you turned him down. Venom is the crazy ex in this movie. When him and Eddie broke up, Venom destroyed his motorcycle because Eddie gave him up. He was like, Eddie told him, "Get the fuck out of here. I don't want you no more," after their little fight scene, and he got rid of him. And Venom was mad. He was like, "Oh, freak you, Eddie. He destroyed his motorcycle. He a crazy ex, bruh." If that doesn't make it more obvious that they are a couple, then I don't know what else you need. And literally after Venom left the LGBTQ club, he goes to an alleyway and he falls down, and he's literally like, he's sad and stuff. He's like, "Oh, I wish Eddie could have saw my speech." I'm like, bro, he loves Eddie. They need each other. They love each other. They're a couple. But let's get to the issues of this movie. So like I say, how the fuck this nigga Carnage know how to hack into the internet? So do symbiote's tendrils automatically hack into the internet? Like what? Bro, so Carnage, Cletus Cassidy is trying to look for his girlfriend. Carnage just puts his tendrils inside some random laptop at some grocery store, and they find the secret facility where she's at in like seconds. And I'm like, I don't think that's how that works, but whatever. Another scene in this movie that I did not like, how Cletus Cassidy became Carnage. I just thought it was lazy. I mean, Venom was being dumb. I mean, I understand why Venom tried to attack Cletus, but I'm like, bro, you really couldn't keep your composure. And this, oh my gosh, a giant tentacle literally came out of Eddie's body, of Venom, and there's a guard literally right next to them. And I'm like, did you not just see this giant black tentacle come out of this dude's body? Like, when I say everyone in this movie is stupid, just like Eddie, everyone in this movie is stupid. There's so much stupidity going on to advance this plot that is just like Venom 1. So much stupid. I get it, you know, some stupid stuff needs to happen for the plot to move forward, but why is your whole cast stupid? Like, damn, everyone's just stupid in this movie, man. It's crazy. These people make special needs kids look intelligent. And not even a disrespect, because I've seen special needs kids smarter than these people. Damn. But in this movie, bro, the way Carnage comes about, I'm not saying he can't come about the way he did, but it was just like, okay, so Carnage bites Eddie's hand and he gets a symbiote. Okay, I guess. Okay, I mean, I guess you can compare it to a radioactive spider, but that's a totally different situation. You know, I'm not saying Carnage should have died, but I'm like, if that's how he's gonna get powers, then okay, well, whatever. Alright, shit. Shriek. She wasn't bad, but like nothing was fleshed out about her for me to care about her. She was doing this weird thing in the movie where she was like trying to change her voices. She was trying to be like, you know, hey Cletus, what you doing, Cletus? Hey baby, yeah. She's doing this weird thing with her voice and stuff, and I'm like, what you doing? Like, are you trying to sound sexy or crazy? Like, what you doing? I don't understand what you doing with your whole thing. You like, hey Cletus, what good? I'm like, okay, you know, good for you, baby. You know what I'm saying? And another thing real quick I liked about this movie, and this is me getting the spoilers. Bro, Carnage, so Shriek has the ability to create loud noises with her. She creates shockwaves. She's like Black Canary. She shoots sound out of her mouth and stuff. She creates sonic waves. And she did it around Carnage multiple times, right? And Carnage was literally like, Cletus, you keep your girl in check or I'm gonna kill her. He was like, man, you better check this woman, because if she do that shit again, I'm gonna kill her. You know, he said he wrapped his hand around her mouth and stuff, like, you better shut up. He did it multiple times, like, you better shut the fuck up. He didn't say that, but I wish he did. I wish he said, you need to shut the fuck up. I wish he did. And another funny scene in this movie that I like, the part where Venom is about to kill Cletus, right? And Cletus is doing his bullshit like, you know, Eddie, I just wanted a friend. And Venom's like, yeah, fuck this guy. Bit that motherfucker head off and said, fuck you, nigga. I was like, yeah, he trash. F him. Don't try and be this nigga's friend. Cletus is crazy. I had no issue with Cletus casting really in this movie, right? No issues really. My only issue is like Woody Harrelson, like the Cletus casting I've seen in certain iterations, he doesn't look this old. Like Woody Harrelson looks old. Like you can tell he's old now, and he obviously, you know, he's aging and stuff. But he just looks old. I wish the younger Cletus was the Cletus they used in this movie instead of the one that we got with Woody Harrelson and stuff. You know, a younger version of him. This one was the age and stuff a little too old for me. You know, a little too old. But hey, I'm fine with it as is. It's just a little thing. It's just, you know, a little critique, a little small critique. It didn't hurt the movie for me. But I think the younger actor would have been better for this film than Woody Harrelson. You know, he was just okay as Cletus Cassidy. He wasn't bad. He was the best part. Carnage was the best part of this movie. And so was Venom being funny, but that's about it. There's a part in this movie where there's this officer who shot Shriek in the eye, right? So the reason Shriek's eyes messed up was because this police officer shot her in the face and everything in the facility, and she got sent to the facility she's trapped in. I like that little side plot going on and the officer's guilt and stuff, but I'm like, they didn't touch upon it enough. Like there's probably only 2 scenes where they really touched upon it, and I was like, this could have really went somewhere. And by the time it got to the end, I really didn't care for it because it was getting in the way of the final fight, and I'm explain that in a second. All that setup of that side plot with the police officer just came in to just mess up the final fight. When I was like, you could have already killed this dude and got rid of him, and we would have had no issues with the final fight. So basically in the final fight, I came to see Carnage and Venom fight. I didn't come to see Shriek and a police officer fight, and I didn't come to see Dan come help Venom and throw gasoline on Venom. I want to see Venom versus Carnage, right? So basically this, I kind of get that, but this movie doesn't give you it. This movie does so much jump cuts in the final fight to other people doing stuff, and it breaks the whole thing going on. Cause I'm like, yeah, Venom and Carnage about to go at it, and Venom's running up on them, they're charging and they're fighting. Yeah, visually I can see it better, but stop cutting the other bullshit. Godzilla vs. Kong does this perfectly. It gave me a Godzilla vs. Kong fight of mainly them. Yeah, it cut to 2 scenes with humans and stuff, but that's about it. This movie cuts to other people doing stuff more than Godzilla vs. Kong did. Godzilla vs. Kong showed, you know, how you should do a fight properly between 2 individuals in a versus movie. And this is a Venom vs. Carnage movie. And at the end of the day, they was cutting to Shriek trying to kill this police officer. I do not care. Get back to Venom and Carnage. They're trying to cut to Dan throwing gasoline on Carnage. Why is Dan here? Get him out of here. This should be Venom and only Venom and Carnage. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know why Anne was there in the final fight. Like, literally, they wanted to have him as a hostage, but they didn't need him as a hostage because Venom was already looking for them. Oh, no. Well, they needed a way to get Eddie to them, so they gave the letter to Dan, but they didn't have to take Anne. They just needed to get Venom to them. I don't know why he took the girlfriend. It was just some extra shit. They didn't have to take her. They just needed, the street could have just gave them the letter and told, you know, to have Eddie come here. That's literally all she had to do. But, you know, whatever. I don't know how they found Eddie's house too, but they did. Whatever. Yeah, there was just a lot of stuff going on. Characters doing a lot of things and it's not explained. They just do things in this movie and everything. And like I say, you guys, the post-credit scene, as people say, is the best part of this movie. It's not the most epic post-credit scene ever, but it pretty much just establishes that Venom's in the MCU now. So what I think is going on in that post-credit scene is that you see this orange light, right? And I think that's Doctor Strange's spell from No Way Home. And that's why I think Venom is going to be in No Way Home as maybe the 6th villain or a surprise, you know, a surprise character. Because he's in the MCU now. He's in the MCU, so Venom's part of the MCU. And Venom and Spider-Man are going to meet up now. It's in a sloppy way, but they're meeting up now. So that's something to look forward to. But like I say, you guys, y'all don't need to pay to watch this movie. Just go on YouTube, watch the final fight, and watch the post-credit scene, and you good. I mean, the final fight looks better, but the best action sequence in this movie is Carnage in the prison. That's it. That's it. This movie barely got any action. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. This movie got more romance bullshit going on, more dialogue, talking and shit. You just have me sitting there for an hour, 34 minutes, and by the time you do get to an action sequence, you jump cutting all this other bullshit. You putting me through all this romantic bullshit between Eddie and fucking Venom, and I can't even see Venom versus Carnage, my nigga. I ain't come for no romance bullshit. This movie is a secret romance movie. I mean, the first Venom movie is literally a rom-com. They called it a rom-com. So, you know, I'm not surprised that this is more rom-com bullshit. You know, but this movie was sauce, bro. It should have D. This movie fails. As a film, it fails. As a Spider-Man Venom movie, it fails. You don't even got Spider-Man here. It's all weird. The lore is messed up. It's weird. This shit don't make no sense. Yeah, this movie's a D, bro. There's nothing else I can really say about this movie that's good. There's not that much good in this movie that you walk away with, bro. And Eddie Brock, I still don't like his character. I hate him. He's trash. He's an idiot. He's basically ruined shit. He's a loser. And Venom makes Eddie look like an even bigger loser because Venom is a lot smarter. Venom does Eddie's job for him in this movie. He somehow does it, you know. But he does his job. Eddie's useless, bro. I'd rather watch Topher Grace Eddie Brock than this Eddie Brock. I'm keep it a buck. And that's just how I feel about it. But look, you guys, I gotta go ahead and end this review. I don't want this to go on for too long. If y'all want to watch my stream, go check out my stream. It's a 7-hour stream, but the first hour is pretty much us talking about Venom 2. And you'll get more fleshed out thoughts, and we talk about the MCU. I'm gonna clip some of that and upload it. But at the end of the day, you know, I really do not care about this movie. The best part is the post-credit scene, like people say. So just watch the post-credit scene and you're fine. You don't need to watch nothing else. Just watch the post-credit scene. And that's it. But look, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. It's your boy, K-Dots, the first by Super Saiyan, wherever I was saying. So that peace, love, positivity, and all that jazz, and don't do drugs. And, deuces.
What did you do?